it's me again. I'm Minh Thư, a third-year English language major at Sing University. I just got back from my trip to the south central coast of Vietnam, and I just can't wait to share with you. And are you ready to relive the journey with me? Now, let's go. Our trip lasted 7 days. We started from Ho Chi Minh City and headed to Khánh Hòa for the first day. From Khánh Hòa, we continued to Gia Lai on the second day. On the third day, we traveled to Da Nang, where we also spent the fourth day exploring every corner of the city. On the fifth day, we left Da Nang for Kon Tum and then continued to Gia Lai again. On the sixth day, we spent one night in Khánh Hòa, and the next day, we made our way back to Ho Chi Minh City, ending a truly meaningful journey. At around 7 a.m., we stopped at Long Khánh to have breakfast. After about 4 hours of driving, we arrived in Ca Ná, where we had our first lunch together. Nha Trang welcomed us with a cool weather, and we cannot wait to take part in team building activities.
Let's go! My Cupid heart, oh no, I tried to let you go so many times before. Then why the passion pull my Cupid heart? Too late, already on my way. If you don't reflect, I'll get my new play my Cupid heart.
The next morning, we walked along the beach and soaked in the beautiful sunrise before heading to our first destination. Hang Chong is a natural attraction located in Vĩnh Phước Ward, Nha Trang City. There are many legends passed down by the local people about this place. At the entrance, you will find 3 ancient houses. The house on the right displays historical relics of Vietnam, along with the maps showing that Hoàng Sa and Trường Sa belong to Vietnam. The middle house shows traditional musical instruments such as đàn đá, đàn tranh, and đàn nhị. Let's take a look at the artist's performance. The house on the left exhibits Nha Trang specialties, including bird's nest and agarwood products. As you can see, there are rocks stacked on top of each other out at sea. The lowest one bears the shape of a hand gripping it. The handprints deeply carved into the stone symbolize the internal love of a young couple. Local people often tell a legend that long time ago, this place was a steep cliff, and one stormy night, strong waves struck the boat of a young couple, and the strong wave also shattered the boat and swept the waves away. But the husband decided not to leave her behind, so he jumped into the sea to save his wife. But unfortunately, the strong wave swallowed the young couple, and since then we have the name of the landscape Hang Chong. To the southeast of Hang Chong is Hang Vợ, where 2 rocks lean together. They represent a couple who stand by each other and stay united through every difficulty. Gành Đá Đĩa is a must-visit attraction when you come to Phú Yên. From a distance, it looks like stacks of rock placed piled neatly on top of one another. That's probably how it got its name, which literally means the black reef or Gành Đá Đĩa. The black puzzle columns here are almost perfectly shaped, so precise that some people might think they were arranged by humans rather than formed by nature. From certain angles, Gành Đá Đĩa even looks like a giant honeycomb. Hello everyone, right now I am at Gành Đá Đĩa. So as you can see here, they are the rocks created by the volcanic activities years ago. And when the stream of lava met the cold water, it solidifies and quickly these columns that we see today. A trip wouldn't be complete without visiting to Mang Lăng Church in Phú Yên. This church is one of the oldest church in Phú Yên and also one of the oldest church in Vietnam. And let's follow me to explore this place. Mang Lang Church was built by Father Joseph de Lacasse in 1892. The church is located about 30 kilometers north of Tuy Hòa City. From the outside, Mang Lang Church shows classic European Gothic architecture with two bell towers and a large cross in the center, quite similar to the design of Notre Dame Cathedral in Ho Chi Minh City. Stepping inside, you see the familiar layout of Gothic churches in Vietnam, with two rows of columns forming continuous arc. Each arc is decorated with intricate Gothic-style carvings. However, the original high vault ceiling no longer exists. It was replaced with a flat wooden one after a storm in 1924. Next to church is a small underground chamber. Inside, there are detailed carvings depicting the life of Saint Andrew of Phú Yên, the church's first catechist. Mang Lang Church is also home to the first book printed in Vietnamese script, chữ quốc ngữ, written by Alexander de Rose. The church also preserved many old photographs from the 1990s to the present days. Eo Gió or Wind Street is located in Nhân Lý, Quy Nhơn City. People call it Eo Gió because from a far distance, it looks like a saddle located between two high mountains next to the sea. But if you look down from above, it looks like a funnel. Eo Gió is beautiful in its own way, with its rock cliff in various shapes running to the sea. The mountain holds the sea plays around the mountain. Wave flash onto the shore. Eo Gió always welcomes very strong wind from the sea. Everyone, today is the 14-hour trip, and we will start to visit the Royal Lotus in Da Nang. And I'm so excited to learn about this hotel and also its industry. We had a chance to learn how events like weddings were held and about the room types.
4 lọc phòng, gồm có 5 lọc phòng nha bạn. Classic, Premium, Deluxe Suite, Executive Suite và Royal Suite thì Royal Suite là hạng phòng tổng thống.
The hotel manager kindly showed us around this hotel and followed me to explore what this 4-star hotel has to offer. Reception area, a classic room tour, dining area, gym area.
Chị tên là Hạnh, làm trong bộ phận kinh doanh và bộ phận đặt phòng với reservation khách sạn, làm ở đây cũng được 3 năm rồi.
Khi mà làm ở đây thì điều chị thích nhất là gì?
Điều chị thích nhất ở đây là đồng nghiệp thân thiện, nhân viên rất là thân thiện, hòa đồng, không phải nghi vấn sạch sắc gì đó, nhân viên rất là chủ chị cũng
Chị thì ưu điểm mà nổi bật nhất ở khách sạn này là
ưu điểm là không gian rộng rãi này. Thì ở đây là như là một khách sạn resort mini như vậy. Ví dụ như khách sạn 4 sao khác nhưng mặt biển là không có khỏi cái sân trống đậu xe đồ xe rộng rãi như vậy.
dạ em cảm ơn chị. Chúc chị luôn thành công.
Ngũ Hành Sơn, or the Marble Mountains, located about 24 kilometers southeast of the city center. This stunning sight is often called the landscape of southern sky. It consists of 5 mountains, each named after one of the 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth, which is how it got its name, Ngũ Hành Sơn. For our trip, we explored Thủy Sơn, or the water mountain. Over the centuries, modern nature and humankind have together shaped this place into a true work of art, filled with sacred temples and caves. One of the highlights of the visit is Linh Ứng Pagoda, which stands proudly on the mountain with its detailed archway facing the vast non nước beach. The pagoda was first ordered to be built by Emperor Gia Long in 1825. The most impressive of all is Huyền Không Cave. Its collapsed ceiling allows beams of sunlight to shine through, creating a dramatic, almost spiritual glow inside. Inside, you find a massive stone Buddha and 2 shrines, one of which is dedicated to the gods of matchmaking, making it a favorite spot for couples and singles to pray for love.
This is the final destination in the Marble Mountains, and I feel so amazed by the nature of this place. And if I have a second chance, I will visit it again.
Okay.
So, where are you from?
England?
Is this the first time you have been?
Yes.
So, what is your impression about this place?
Well, I just thought it was interesting to see. It was at the Campo people, if you know what I mean, original sort of inhabitants. Learned a bit about Buddhism as well from our guide, which I didn't know much about. I didn't know there was two versions of Buddhism, traditional, new, didn't know that. So yeah, so good.
So if you have a second chance, would you like to visit?
I don't think I need to because we did literally, I think, all of it. We went in all the caves and up to the top, the high viewpoint. So probably not. Yeah. Okay.
This museum was founded by the French archaeologists in 1915, and it is home to the largest collection of gem artifacts in the world. So as you walk through the museum, you can see a hundred of sandstone sculptures.
From statues of Hindu gods like Shiva, Vishnu, and Ganesha to sacred animals and temple decorations. One of the highlights here is the Jackal altar, which dates back to the 7th century. It's one of the most beautiful and well-preserved gem artwork. If you're into history, art, or simply love exploring ancient cultures, the Museum of Gem Sculpture is definitely a place you shouldn't miss when visiting Da Nang. At night, we enjoy some of Da Nang's signature dishes, such as mì Quảng, bánh bèo, bánh tráng cuốn thịt heo, chè sầu. After dinner, we went shopping for local specialties and souvenirs in Da Nang. Hello everyone, I'm at Linh Ứng Pagoda, one of the most iconic spiritual sites in Da Nang. So let's follow me to explore this place. Linh Ứng Pagoda on Songtra Peninsula is located about 29 kilometers from city center. Linh Ứng Pagoda is known as the spiritual guardian of Da Nang. The first thing that truly impresses everyone here is the 67-meter tall Lady Buddha statue, the tallest Lady Buddha statue in Vietnam. The pagoda features beautiful traditional architecture with a majestic three-gate entrance, wide courtyards, green gardens, and rows of art statues along the walkway. The atmosphere is peaceful, with sea breeze and the scent of incense, a perfect place to relax, pray for good fortune, and find inner calm. Explora Science Quy Nhơn is located at 10 Science Avenue, about 8 kilometers from the city center. Our trip here includes exploring different exhibition space, watching a live physics demonstration, and enjoying a cosmic documentary in the theater room. We visited the Science Discovery Zone, which features fascinating exhibitions on topics like the solar system or space exploration. This place is great for visitors of all ages. You can see, touch, and experiment with interactive scientific models, advanced technology, and creative activities. If you ever visit Nha Trang, you should really stop by the Institute of Oceanography. It's one of the best places to see. This place is like a small ocean world, full of sea animals and plants. You can see many kinds of marine life found in Vietnam. The first thing that will catch your eye is the huge skeleton of a humpback whale. It's 18 meters long and weighs more than 10 tons. It's so cool to see in real life. Next, don't miss the aquarium. It's divided into different areas and each one shows different sea creatures. Walking through, it feels like you are in the sea. At the end of the tunnel, there's a big building with many displays of marine specimens. Each floor shows different kinds of sea life. There's also a special area with more than 23,000 marine samples.